This morning I woke up for school and I said, hey, it's time to get up for school. And she says, hey, it's time for you to shut the up and mind your mother.
How would you have reacted if you went to tell your teenage daughter, it's time for school, it's time for you to get ready for school, and the next thing she said to you is, it's time for you to get the F out? What would you do? What would you do? Because this woman, a teenage daughter, said that to her, and she came online to tell us, like, teenagers are hell. Let me show you this video.
Y'all, I'm dealing with a teenager and every day it feels like I'm fighting for my life. This morning I woke up for school and I said, hey, it's time to get up for school. And she says, hey, it's time for you to shut the up and mind your business. So I walked up the house. I tried different things. I tried, taking away the Wi-Fi. I tried doing so many things, whatever, you guys recommend. And she is just determined that she is going to disrespect me in every way possible. So that's my morning. Hope you guys are having a better one. I'm gonna go to work now. First of all, yesterday was not rage bait. I swear to God. I was going through it. But honestly, you guys did such a wonderful job of making me feel better, sending the memes, and really y'all helped me get through it. I know so many times in, especially the Black community, the first reaction to something like this is violence. And I want to let you guys know, I've gotten violent. But homegirl can fight. And, I don't want to be tussling and rumbling with her, especially before I got to go to work so that I can, take care of us. So I thought my best response was to just walk away. And that way I walked away with my power and no one was harmed or hospitalized. And, we both lived to see another day. So at this point, I am working on getting to the root of the issue. I believe it has a lot to do with her father passing away. And yeah, so we're going to start going to therapy. I made the appointment yesterday. And, before I came to the internet, I was really like, oh, no. We got the 5150, this hoe. Like, she's got to get out of here because it's just been like issue after issue after issue. But now I'm hopeful after speaking with a lot of you all. And thank you again for your DMs, your comments. Like, it's just been so helpful. And now I'm just like, okay, well, let's try to get to the root of the problem. Like, maybe all hope is not lost. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and say that. And yeah, hope y'all have a good day. Let's get to the regularly scheduled programming. Kids, I'm just kidding. But seriously,
I want to know what you guys would do if you have a teenage daughter and you came to tell her that it's time for you to get ready for school, and she said that to you. What would you do? Are you going to walk out of the house just like she did, or you're going to whoop her ass, or you're going to beat her, or I don't know? Or why do you actually think that the teenage daughter can actually have that audacity to say that to her mom? Yes, she said that she's grieving currently, but I feel like that was too much to say to your mom. Yeah, it's time for you to get the F out. And she had to leave the house to process the whole thing because it's crazy. Well, now they're going to therapy. And you guys, I have a few reactions on this video. Well, let's know your own thoughts down in the comment section while we watch these videos together. And I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
This morning I woke up for school and I said, hey, it's time to get up for school. And she says, hey, it's time for you to shut the and mind your business. So I walked up the house.
Hey, real quick, because I just saw this video of this lady saying that she told her teenage daughter that it's time to get ready for school. And her daughter said, it's time for you to shut up and leave me alone. Now, before you go into it, because we're going to talk about this later, what would you have done if I told you that at 13?
Oh, yeah, you would have got beat down mercilessly. Lord, that just, hey, you can't end the money every DNA on that one. I'm not the physical man I used to be with you. The man should be even at something in my 50s. Man, that just kind of kills me. Like, what?
Right.
Said, what?
Now, I want you to hold on to that thought. Give me 15 minutes. I'm going to call you right back.
Hey, put it back in this. Man, you just put something on me. All right, sir.
That was my father. That was my actual father. And he told you what he would have done. Now, much like everybody who grew up with any of their parents, I was not very fond of my parents when I was a teenager. You go through your rebellious phase. We all go through it. If you have teenagers right now, you know what I'm talking about. They're going through it. In no way would I ever, as mad as my old man has ever made me, I say my old man because I didn't live with my mama when I was a teenager, as mad as my father ever made me, even my mama, I would never fix my fat mouth to say anything like that to my parents. As pissed off as these two have made me as a teenager, I would never, because the consequences greatly outweigh my feelings in the moment. My old man at the time he's 5'8", big motherfucker. He would have fucking tore me to shreds. A lot of parents nowadays are soft. Huh? Soft. I don't believe in beating your kids for no fucking reason. I don't believe in beating your kids just because you're having a bad day. I don't believe in that. However, I cannot sit here and say that I am okay with your child talking to you like that. I would my daughter up. I would have whooped her ass. And you talk to some, I left the house. Granted, I get it. Not everybody can respond the same way. I understand that. However, fuck all that. When you have a teenager who is like that, there is a very good chance that odds are you throughout her childhood and her whole fucking life, you allowed shit to slide. She said slick things. She did slick things. She did all kind of crazy shit. You probably didn't correct it when she was crying and throwing shit in stores and all that shit growing up. To now she feel like she don't need to respect you. Huh? I respected my father and I both feared my father. Right? I didn't want to piss this motherfucker off for nothing. Y'all got to do a better job of training y'all fucking churn to not disrespect themselves, not make a fool out of themselves out in public, which would embarrass you, and to most important of all is that not embarrass you. Your daughter told you to shut the Your daughter, who came out of your coochie, told you to shut the up in your house. Do you know what a 3D is? You know who the Dudley boys are? I would have called my next door neighbor and I'd be like, hey, we got to 3D this motherfucker through a table right quick. Are you in or are you out? 9 times out of 10, neighbor would have been like, yeah, y'all got to do a better job. That little girl, I got to keep it to myself because I'm getting a little emotional. You just have to do a better job of teaching your children respect. That shit like that can't slide. That's the last straw. Y'all got to do something today.
This lady came on here yesterday and said she was trying to get her teenage daughter out the bed. And, she goes in the room and said, it's time for you to get out the bed. And the daughter said, it's time for you to shut the fuck up and mind your business. I'm so sorry. Shit like this is like why I can't be a parent, because every day I am actively fighting to unthink
what I would do and what is the right thing to do. Now, she did say in another video, the second video, that I guess her daughter is like grieving, like losing her dad. And as someone who, I didn't go through grief, but I did go through depression as a teenager, and it did like manifest in anger. I never told my mom to shut up. Like, I gave attitude like any, pubescent teenager did, but it got to a point where she felt comfortable of telling you to shut the up and mind your business. Oh, and then mama walked out of her house. She was sitting in the car talking about, she said shut the mind your business, and I left the house. I'm too Nigerian for this. Like African parents and black parents in general. Sometimes they don't get it right. A lot of the times they don't get it right, but I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And this lady's black, and I'm physically restraining myself and thinking of the things that would happen if I told my mom to shut the. Now, my mom actually is not she's a very soft-spoken person, and I don't even think she ever like whooped me. I never had whoopings anyway, but I can't imagine telling my mom to shut the fuck up even as a teenager. Like, it had to have built up until that point, and I understand baby girl is grieving her dad. I don't know how recently, and you're just now talking about getting her in therapy. She should have been in therapy ever since she lost her dad or whatever. Probably should have just been in therapy in general, because this is a cry for help. And then, because people were telling her, knock your daughter between the washer and the dryer, and she said her little girl can fight, ma'am. I it's time to call the police, mama. Like, what? I can't. I actively have to fight the African spirit in me. This is why I can't be a parent. Oh my god.
Seriously, this can only happen in some home. African home. You said what to your mother? The mother will beat you. The father will beat you. The neighbors, the entire family will beat you because what do you mean your mother should shut what? You can't even tell them to shut up. Okay, so now shut the F up. Come on. Do you guys think that this is gentle parenting failing or something? Because I don't feel like that's too much. But then teenagers can be very difficult. Can be very difficult. And nobody prepares you for the kind of reaction you get when you have it until you have one. I don't have one, so I don't know how it feels like. But then I usually see movies and I see mothers that have one and the kind of struggle they go through is different. Just like you saying, when a mother has a toddler, the kind of experience is different from when the child is growing to a certain age. Now the child is already a teenager. Now the child, like, it's different stages. Motherhood never stops. The struggle never stops. If you feel like the struggle stops as being a baby, once it gets to toddler, when they start crawling and taking those tiny steps, is another stage entirely. Once they start talking, is another stage entirely. Now they can actually do things by themselves. Teenagers is an entire stage entirely. Like, the motherhood is crazy. Like, you never get tired. Even when they get to an adult stage, is another scenario entirely. So it never stops. It is tiring. But I feel like the way she reacted will be exactly how I'm going to react because I'll be like, what? I'll leave the house because I will not even know what to do. And the thing is, if you're so angry with the way your child speaks to you and you use that annoyance to beat your child, you can beat them and beat them and beat them and beat them to the stage whereby you can injure them in a bad way. So if you know that you cannot control your anger, just walk away. I feel like that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do exactly what she did and process the whole thing. I probably call my friend and be like, can you imagine? Or just, rant, but that's crazy. You guys also take on this video, kindly share your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Sugar Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.